Or you had any outrageous expectations that you thought, how can you expect that?
I think you had a fight, didn't you, once with one?
That's straight out of you.
You
just had a
didn't
fight.
you? You had a,
I did, yeah.
You proper had a go. You were proper fighting. I remember. Thinking. I don't think that's
Hey,
customer
listen,
service.
we're not going to jump past this. What happened?
What happened?
It was.
The missus just drops you in it.
Yeah, no.
Fight, didn't it? Yeah.
Honestly, it was ridiculous. So it all started from, because we were quite an old hotel. There was a lot of weddings there. There was halfway through the wedding, or when you had your reception drinks, they'd come to the old part of the hotel, but then they'd have to mix with.
Which was the nice part, to be honest.
Yeah, the nice part of the hotel, but they had to mix with just the regular guests that were staying in the rooms.
So you had like some real pissed up wedding guests. Sorry if you can't.
Yeah, and it would really annoy the leisure guests that would stay, and used to get a lot of complaints about, oh well, you know, they're ruining our day, they're coming over here, it's too noisy. And I understood it, to be fair, but there was this couple that were really complaining about that, and it was like, right, well, when you come down for dinner later, I'll make sure that you're looked after, you know, I'll put you on a nice table, I'll upgrade you to a la carte, you know, I'd do that. So he came down later, but I could tell that they weren't I don't know, they were uncultured, I'd say. They were, I don't like saying it, but they were a pretty common couple, but no, but like rude, like, you know, we are, you know, with the way we've been, but they wouldn't appreciate the nicer things, you know. But anyway, they came down later on, put them on the nicest table in the window, and we used to have a guitarist that came in. Richard, his name was. He was a classical guitarist. He used to come in.
This is building up. Go
Every Saturday night. He used to come, and
To be fair, if he was playing by me, I'd have been pissed off because he was shite.
yeah, he played the same songs for 5 years, but he was all right, bless him. So I thought, well, I'll send him over to these guests, and I thought, oh, it'd be nice for him. But because it was an old building, it was the tables were very close together. There wasn't much space. But yeah, he sat next to him and he played. But later on, and like I remember, I think it was behind the bar, and I could hear like a bit of a kerfuffle, and they came out and they were like, "Where is he? Where is he?" Meaning me, looking for me. Like, where is he? Is he taking the piss out of us? And
I think you were though.
no, I wasn't. Like, you know, I thought I was doing a nice thing. I thought, oh, we'll go and play next to him. But they complained. They thought I was taking the mick out of him, and that I'd sent him over to, because it was quite close, and they were sat really tight next to each other because it was a small restaurant. Yeah, he's proper squared up to me. Oh, you're taking the piss. You know, do you think it's funny? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I thought I've done a nice thing. You know,
Is that what you said to him?
yeah, I said that it was. I've done that because, you know, a lot of our guests enjoy what Richard does, and you know, it's a nice thing. It's yeah,
I
but
never rated
these
him,
were they were fuming, and obviously I was really busy, and it was high pressured, so I was already, you know, I didn't have much patience at that point.
So were you meant to just turn around and say, right, fair enough,
Yeah, where you meant to kind of de-escalate it. I was thinking, do you know what? No, I'm not having this. You know, I'm going to go back at him. And you know, when you see red, something clicks, and you just
Go on.
you sort of feel it in your face. You just something runs through you, and you're like, I don't know. But yeah, I just went straight back at him. Didn't get physical, but we were properly arguing. But other guests then got involved.
Whose side is it?
They were on my side, to be fair. Yeah, you know, and I wasn't rude. I was just thinking, do you know, I'm going to stick up for myself here because this is outrageous. You know, I've done something to, you know, it's from. You might not enjoy it, but it's from a good intention.
That's what they were like there, weren't they, the customers? A lot of them were older.
Yeah, and they had
however.
to have a drink, don't
And
they?
they spend, you know, a lot of money just on a one-night stay, for example. They were quite.
So it's like
pain
the
in the
over
arse.
40s crowd.
Yeah. But
Some young ones.
I remember like finishing the argument, and I was thinking, actually, do you know what? I'm going back for more. Like I kept going back, and
He's aggravated him now.
yeah,
He's going
I was
back.
thinking,
Hey, you see?
I should have got involved, shouldn't I?
And I was like, do you know what? You're out of order. There's people, it's not just you here, there's other people enjoying the time. And other guests then started piping up on my side because, you know, I'd sort of explained the situation like out loud so that other people were like, well, why is he having a go at him for that? All he's done is sent a guitarist to sit next to him and play some songs for him.
And where's the guitarist now? He's sitting in the corner.
Probably still doing it. Playing
He's
the same
oblivious
songs,
in the corner.
I
Yeah,
imagine.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
he
Richard,
was.
do you know what you've done?
You sent me over with
Yeah, there was some strange people, weren't there?
So, what did you learn from that then? How would you handle that better?
I don't know. At the time, I thought I handled
still
it quite.
learning that, aren't you?
Yeah, I am still learning that. Yeah.
Your wife's just dropping you in it every time. Man.
My process of trying to, I go from the calmest guy ever to really angry in literally a split second. There's no filter. I don't, you know, I struggle processing it. I just go, oh well, I need to be angry now, so I'll be angry. And I don't know. It's weird. Like I said, I feel it in my. It's weird. I feel it in my face. I feel like my whole. I get like a hot rush of whatever it is, and
Yeah, I understand
yeah,
that.
and I struggle, and you know, I'm trying to work on that, and
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I'm the same too.
Yeah.
They say this is a biological fact. When you get angry, there's a chemical reaction that happens in your brain, and it actually shuts off common sense.
right,
So, and because that, you get so frustrated, and that's when violence kicks in.
yeah,
Because you can't think of the words to right things to say because that's shut down.
right,
So it just right. Well, let me just bash the person, and that's what happens. So that's why they say, shut your eyes, count to 10.
right, because it gives you a chance to think about.
It gives the kind for that chemical thing to reduce, and common sense, the ability to think to come back in.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
yeah,
If you don't,
makes a lot of sense now. Yeah,
if you don't think, you just think. I've constantly got myself in many trouble. Running a problem from road rage. I used to be into road rage and slamming people with the car doors and all the rest
yeah,
of it. Yeah, now I just like, oops. That kind of thing. So customer service is key. That's one of the key skills for the hospitality. What are the customer service skills that you use to keep the customer happy?
What my mum taught me this: kill them with kindness. So even when they have got you so fuming, be dead nice, because they hate it as well. But I think if for those customers that actually are quite nice, it's not hard to just be so friendly with people. And I think just have a laugh. I think that's what I would always do all the time. Like I would just make sure that I was having a laugh, or I was making a joke, or I was asking them something about themselves, rather than just thinking I work in customer service, which is rubbish. So I'm just not gonna try. I think my personal one, I would just always have a laugh with them, because generally that's what people want, don't they?
yeah. It was, when you go to somewhere and some people are like quite robotic and they're just another,
They're not arsed, they just
they're
want to
not
go
bothered.
home.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was very, we didn't encourage anyone to speak differently or the way they were. Just be yourself. Just obviously be polite, but people, you're probably the same yourself. But if you're yourself and you're not false, that's what people enjoy.
That's
And
it.
you
Can't
can
be
your
false,
stories
can
come
you?
out and you explain what you've done and how you've got to where you are. And yeah, it was very much the case of just be yourself. There's certain things we had to do to a service level, but
What does the future hold for you two?
well, we move into our new house at 6th of January. Been together for 5 years, but we've not had our own place, so we do that in January, and then maybe get a dog.
No kids?
Yeah, we will do. Yeah, but the older we get, we're like, actually, do you know what?
I'm looking at Phoebe's face.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah, that's it. We're like, do you know what? When we first met, we were like, do you know, I'd love 3 kids. We'll have them as soon as we get a house. We'll have kids, but now we're like, do you know, because we've got
A lot of nieces and
a lot
nephews,
of
so-
yeah. Phoebe's a sister of 5, so we've got loads of nieces and nephews that we love. We absolutely do anything for them,
But they also make us realise that we're not quite ready.
yeah, do you know what? I don't think I want this now, because it's I don't think I want this responsibility and always having to look after someone else. And I don't know, it's probably a shallow way to think about it, but we're like, do you know what? Actually, we'll wait till we're
We've got to be a
30.
bit more selfish, aren't we? I think.
Yeah, I think we like, do you know what? We'll wait until we know that we can properly afford it,
Give it up.
got more time, and when Phoebe goes on maternity, it's easier for us.
Yeah, they say money is a bane of many relationships. But then the only thing you may say, some people may say, is that you could get more money, but then you enhance your lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than.
Whereas I'd just like to be comfortable to the point where actually, nothing has to be a thought of what we do with the child or whether we can get them that. Not to spoil them, but it doesn't have to be a thought. It's just like, yeah, we're fine.
Few minutes away from your destination, I will ask you one last question. What does your future hold for you two?
Be happy. Have a nice time.
Live more. Like I say,
We're too deep.
No, but like I say, when we came through hospitality, it was always the case of, it's all about overworking, you need to work all these hours. Like, no, do what you're required to do and don't do any more. And the second you leave work, forget about it. And I know that's easier said than done, and I'm pretty lucky that I can do that. Yeah, I think it's travel and just live more. Just, what's the point in living if you can't live, if that makes sense? You're here for one time. Do what you want to do. Be nice. That's, I'm overly nice at times, but like the other day in Liverpool, that 12-year-old girl that got killed, it's like, well, what is the point? Like, we're literally here to live, and that's it.
Okay, well,
but yeah.
Thanks a lot for that.
No, thank you.
And we
Pleasure.
wish you well.
Thanks
very much, mate. Cheers.